I did make one map art before on the server. It is known as the cock map. And basically what I did is I did the entire cock and ball torture, a part of the cock and ball torture Wikipedia page, and I just put it on a map art. I just went all out.
A few months ago, the admin and the mods of 2b2e.org mounted a video contest with content pertaining to the server, and the winner gets several prizes, including a month of Nitro, permanent queue priority, a custom role and color, and the owner of the server's Pics. Yes, freaking Pics. The contest was suggested by Sydney, a mod, and was enacted by 2b2e's owner, Fishy, who at the time was Charles. Long story. Anyway, there are several entries, but eventually one had to win, and the winner is moi. I got my prizes and I got a freaking Pics, but it's not really a pic, but more of a fit pic. Here it is. I can recreate this. Or rather, she can. One of the best builders and map artists on the purest Anarchy experience in Bedrock, 2b2e.org, I present to you BakaBakaNeko.
So initially I wanted to have a good successor to my cock map. And this is when Fishy was like doing the competition for the first time ever.
Okay.
And I thought, having like the admin's foot, like that wouldn't be so bad to like make on the server. It'd be big funny. Huge funny. And yeah, it's basically what I went with. And then you know how it went when like Fishy changed hands with the server, and then it went to Luke, and then the competition was forgotten about, and then it was brought back. And then that's why I contacted you, because you were the winner and you were the one that was going to get the feet pics. And
how is like map art in general? Is it like hard?
Well,
what does it take? I mean,
in Java, you need a lot of fucking patience. Because, well, Java edition doing map art there is pretty easy, because there's this program called Schematica that basically just places the blocks for you and you just walk around. But in Bedrock, we don't have that. So you have to manually place every single one of the blocks.
I know.
And I use like a website for that pulls up the schematic of the map, and you need a ton of patience because you're going to be at it for like a full month, just placing blocks every day.
Wow.
And only do a map art of something that you're really interested in, because that's what you're going to spend a very long time doing. And it's going to be freaking hell if you're not interested in what you are making.
And how many like hours per day did you spend making it?
I do probably about 30 minutes each day, or I try to, but I wasn't really like 100% consistent.
Sometimes there are specific rules within a specific server with a specific set of plugins, and a particular example is handling maps on this server. Now, being a veteran yourself, what are your tips in handling maps and map arts in general on this server?
Alright, so yeah, with this server, maps are really fragile, to say the least. Like, there are a lot of things that could fuck up maps and can fuck you up. So I guess some general tricks or tips and tricks I'd say is, number one rule, never ever log out with a map art in your inventory. Because if you do that, the map art will corrupt, meaning that it will revert to whatever, I guess, place you are in, and it will be stuck in your inventory. Now, I think everyone kind of knows that by this point, but if you're a new fag, you probably don't. Another point, don't store them in chests, like any chest. No e-chests, no regular chests, because if you store it in there and then you log out, it corrupts the map, and when you pick it back up again, it gets stuck in your inventory.
So what's the best way to handle it?
The best way to handle map arts is by putting them in item frames, because if you log out when they're in the item frames, they don't corrupt. They usually don't corrupt. And if they do corrupt, it won't be anything like you pick it up and it's stuck in your inventory. It'll just be blank, and then you're like, okay, guess I gotta make a non-corrupted one.
Like, that's it? I mean, no additional tips or rules or anything that we need to know with regard to maps?
I guess actually there are a little bit more when it comes to making maps. Like 2E is special in a way that a special ed kid could be, especially when it comes to map arts. Like on this server, you can't make 3D maps like you can in vanilla Bedrock, or you can in, the regular 2b2t. You can only do 2D map art because for some reason, Nugget or this server can't comprehend blocks that are on different Y levels. They just don't show up. So that's one thing. Another cool thing that I noticed is that if you dig a block underneath whatever Y level you're doing, it comes up as black. So that's why there were a lot of holes in the map art, like when you were running through it.
Yeah.
That's what I was using for black.
Oh, I kind of suspected. Okay. So I've noticed that you're quite a builder yourself. Do you prefer building or fighting or playing like spy games and stuff?
I prefer to do building.
Same.
I'm really not good at fighting. And to get out of having to do fighting myself, I just align myself with the best fighters on the server. And they're cool people. They look out for me.
Nice.
And then that gives me freedom to do shit like sculpting the admin's thighs or making stupid brick buildings.
Yeah, that was good. What's next in store for BakaBakaNeko, BakaBakasan, Jingle Bells Neko? Yeah,
I'm probably just gonna build in different bases now, just spread myself out.
Yeah.
In terms of what's next in my map art career, I think for the time being, I'm just gonna train a protege, help him here and there with whatever he wants to do, and then if I come out of retirement, I'm thinking of doing maybe a hentai map art.
Which is something to look forward to, huh? Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
That's my experience with the Lady of the Hour. Stay tuned and stay playing for more of her projects. I will be keeping a close eye. As always, thanks for watching.